Today, I'm going to humor you with the story of the federal government shutting down cryptocurrency. No, you heard me correct. Now, before you comment that this is crazy or it's insane or it can't happen, go ahead and listen to what I got to say about Operation Fedcoin. Welcome back to PrivacyXProject.com. Today, I want to talk about Fedcoin, something that has been talked about for a while, but has recently resurfaced. So there's a lot of people in the crypto world and in the government talking about different avenues that crypto might go. Now, we all know that the federal government in the United States of America is hurting. And in fact, governments worldwide are hurting bad because of what has happened the last year. It literally has been a year now. So we've seen the Wyoming governor come out and say maybe we should invest in crypto, like literally the state. We've seen other states talk about investing in crypto. We've seen huge businesses. We've seen people like Elon Musk invest billions of dollars in Bitcoin. We've seen other people invest in Ethereum and all kinds of different cryptocurrencies, just to name a couple. Now, there are some people, and I'm not saying I'm one of them, but there are some people that I've talked to that are in the privacy world and that are in the crypto world. And these worlds definitely are kind of one and the same. Some people lean maybe a little more one way or the other, but they're pretty close to the same. They think that the federal government is really spearheading and pushing crypto. They're kind of putting some wind behind the sails because what they want is the average person to be okay with crypto. People get on Coinbase because frankly, Coinbase verifies identities. So does most exchanges. So people are getting used to crypto, they're investing in crypto, they're making some money on crypto, they're getting excited about Bitcoin and Monero and Ethereum and Litecoin and all these different projects, right? And you've got thousands of them. You literally can go to privacyxproject.com/crypto. We track like over 1,000 cryptocurrencies in real time. You can check it out, it's a free tool. And you'll see them, just one after another, prices up, prices down. It's incredible. The market movement is addicting to a lot of people. It's almost like gamified investing. It's just exciting for a lot of people because if you invest in a nice, steady, secure IRA or a growth stock mutual fund, you might get 7, 8, 12% a year, and that's great. And over a decade or two, you could make some serious money, but it's not exciting. That's not day to day. That's not wake up, check your phone. Whoa, Bitcoin went up, $8,000 or Bitcoin dropped $9,000. It's not exciting. Monero's up 87 bucks. Monero's down $42. It's not exciting like it is in the crypto world. Now, if people are getting excited about crypto, not so much for a currency, but for an investment, if the government quietly brings in their coin to try and end money, paper money, something they've already had the markets train the average citizen to do, because the average citizen is not much smarter than like a 3, maybe 4-month-old puppy. So the reality here is the crypto market is interesting. Now, if the government wanted to, they could make crypto illegal. And there's a lot of people who've speculated. Now, don't get me wrong. Can the government stop crypto? I think at one time they actually thought they could. No, they cannot. They can't stop Bitcoin. They can't stop any of the cryptocurrencies. First of all, we've seen how intelligent Congress isn't. The average Congress member probably could not set up an Instagram account if they had to by themselves. There's no way they understand the inner workings of the blockchain and cryptocurrency and how these ledgers work and how any of this works. But they still think they can pull a couple strings and make some of their tech guys and gals do it. Well, they can't. But the other thing is, maybe they don't want to, right? A lot of people were kind of skittish on crypto for a long time because they kept saying any day the government's going to get in and bring the hammer down. There's no way the government's going to allow the private market to have currency. Well, as we've seen, currency is the wrong word. Crypto is not so much currency as it is an investment. That's what it's being touted at. But the interesting thing is if I sell something as currency, then I can't really be adhering to the investment laws that a lot of these investment bankers are. So crypto has been lying in this weird gray area for years, actually for over a decade. They've been in this weird gray area because is it an investment? Is it a currency? Is it a digital? What is it? What is it? Well, you know and I know, but most of these people have no idea what it is. And so this has created this lag. Well, they can't shut it down, But could they make it illegal, similar to where there was a time where owning gold was illegal? Prohibition. There was a time when having alcohol was illegal. Drugs. They could make any drug, whether it's a painkiller or, crack, heroin. They can make anything illegal. And some things they probably should. And some things they should stay out of the people's way. But there's no way the government's going to give up control of currency, and they're going to pivot right into their main currency. Now, some people say, well, what if they adopt blockchain technology and take over Bitcoin? You can't. They can't. And so this is the weird phenomenon that we're in. And the government is quietly trying to introduce their coin, and they're going to try to push out the dollar because the dollar has continuously been weaker and weaker. And at one time, we had gold, and we would take our block of gold, set it down, and be like, man, this gold is heavy. This is a heavy chunk of gold. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in my vault, and I'm going to give you these pieces of paper. And this is $1,000 worth of gold, and I'm going to give you a bunch of pieces of paper, and this paper represents the gold. And if you give me this paper back, I'll give you the gold. If you give me less paper back, let's say you give me 200 back, I'll break off 200 worth of gold and give you that back. But we're going to back these Federal Reserve notes, this money, if you will, by gold, an actual tangible asset, something that people have coveted and something that people have seen as valuable since like the beginning of time. Well, then we got off the gold standard like a bunch of morons. We all know that. You don't need a history lesson. And so now we're like, yeah, but we're still going to have these, these pieces of cotton paper with, dead presidents and other dead people on them, and that's cool. I believe in God we trust, and in this piece of paper we believe, right? Okay. And so they try to convince you of this. They sell you on this. They think, well, if these people are dumb enough now we can make money that is literally ones and zeros, that is literally on this ledger, that is literally, we can create this coin and just pump it into society. And people are willing to eat it up. So this is the interesting thing about the Fedcoin. Now, privacy would be a serious problem because this would be all open. This would be if you look at the fine print on the Fedcoin, if that's what they decide to go with, which is a horrible name, by the way, but this literally would take you to a place of those scary 1984 movies that you may or may not have seen when you were younger. Like, this is ridiculous. And we do not want to allow this to happen, but this is where the government is starting to pivot. It's why people are trying to pivot into crypto, but we all know that the government is going to start enacting some laws as soon as they got their coin in place. All of a sudden, a lot of these other coins are going to be illegal, or they're going to be regulated right out of business. You already seen what they did with XRP and the SEC. Got them delisted, de-exchange, all these things. You're going to see this at a hyper rate when the government has something to lose. See, at first they didn't see Bitcoin as that big of a threat. And then when they realized, this might be a little bit of a threat, well, they thought, well, maybe we can get people used to this. And it took a little time, but now people, I'm seeing people, 50-year-old, never done anything, they're hyped up. Bitcoin is so amazing. Like, I'm seeing people who have never done anything, that barely understand how to use social media, that are hyped up about crypto. Like, crypto has probably 500x'd in popularity in the last 12 months, at least. 12 months ago, I would talk about crypto to a lot of people, and most people would look at you like you're insane. Now, people you would never expect in a million years, your 74-year-old grandma's like, oh yeah, I just got on the latest exchange. I'm over here. They're teaching you about new coins that just came out. It's incredible. So, will there be a Fedcoin? I think so. Will the government try to regulate some crypto? Well, they already are. Do I think they're going to go for regulation? Yeah, on some coins. But it's going to be interesting to see. What do you think? Do you think they're going to attack Bitcoin and all these other coins that are currently being traded to try to replace it with their super special coin, the Fedcoin? Get rid of your money. Start burning your money now because you got Fedcoins coming. You could trade in your money for Fedcoins. This is going to be a nightmare. So they've been talking about this for a while, but they really seem to be pushing it now. And it seems to be less an idea and something that they're actually playing with and starting to try to test, which is not good at all. If you're interested in privacy, if you're interested in security, if you're interested in freedom, anything. So it's kind of a weird scenario how this is going. I think a lot of these cryptos are going to get steamrolled over the next couple of years. I think in the short term, there's a lot of money to be made. A lot of people are killing it in Bitcoin. A lot of people are killing it in some of these other cryptocurrencies. I've invested in several. I've seen some that have had huge returns. I've talked about some here on the channel, some of the ones I've invested in. And I've been invested in crypto for a while. But I got to say, it's getting a little alarming what the government is doing. What do you think? Are you all on board for the Fedcoin or not so much? If you haven't already, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Subscribe. So we're putting out new Privacy X videos every single day, talking about privacy, how to disappear in plain sight, become a ghost in a digital world, which is something you probably need now more than ever. Have an amazing day, guys, and I will see you in the next video.